Hey guys, welcome to my canal. Welcome to my first video ever. Today I did a little bronzy burgundy look. I've been seeing burgundy eyes all over Instagram and was super inspired to create this look and create my first video ever. So I hope you guys like how this came out, and if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, then please continue watching and do not forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I'm so excited to finally kickstart my YouTube. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to use my favorite prep spray. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Dew Mist. So I do get a little bit of darkness under my eyes, so I'm going to use the Dragun Beauty, what is this called, color corrector? Perfecting Potion, excuse me. Perfecting Potion. This actually works really well, and it blends out really easy. And I'm just going to use a brush to blend it out. Is this even a blending brush? Oh, Concealer Buffer Brush by Vasanti. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to use my favorite foundation. This is the L'Oreal Superstay 24-Hour Foundation, and I'm in the shade 310 Sun Beige. And with a Real Technique sponge, I'm just going to blend it out. I like using a sponge over a brush because I feel like it gives a more natural finish. You can see all my acne scars right here. It covers everything. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewind. This is in the shade Fair. This is one of my favorite drugstore concealers. It works so well. It's easy to blend. Has really good coverage. It covered all that orange. With any leftover product, I'm just going to put it on my eyelids to prep for my eyeshadow. I don't really use an eyeshadow primer. I just put my concealer on my eyelids. And to contour, I'm going to use my favorite little contour. This is the TooFaced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer in the shade Chestnut. I try not to use high-end brands. However, if there is something that I can't find at the drugstore that works for me, I will then move on to higher end makeup, but I try to avoid it. I literally just put 2 dots right at the top of where I would like to contour. A little trick I like to use to see which way your contour should go is I get a brush, and from the corner of your lips to the top of your eyebrow, or to the top of your ear, that's ideally the way you want your contour to go. And I use this brush I got in my BoxyCharm. This is the Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I just kind of drag it forward, and with the leftover product, I'm going to use it to go around my hairline, on the sides of my forehead. And the same thing on the other side. What? Yes.
2 things. What are you doing here?
I'm making a tutorial. No! Okay.
So yeah, that was what I had to tell you.
So once it's all blended out, it should look a little bit more gradient. I bring it up to my cheekbones because it looks a little bit more natural, and once I apply blush and highlight, it'll all just melt together and it'll look a lot better. So once I have this all blended out, I set my entire face and I use my favorite baking powder. This is the Huda Beauty Banana Bread Powder. This is my favorite powder. This is the only one that I found that doesn't leave my face looking powdery. A lot of drugstore powders, I've noticed, enhance my pores and enhance my texture, and I don't like that. So I've tried a lot of high-end powders as well, and so far this Huda Beauty one is my favorite. I got it I got it last year. I got it about 6 months ago, and I still have plenty left. I have so much left. It looks like I didn't even put a dent in it. And it smells pretty good. It smells luxurious. And since it has a faint banana shade to it, it kind of lightens up your contour a little bit, but in a good way. So it doesn't look as harsh and it looks more natural. And I always put a decent amount of powder around the corners of my nose, or the creases of my nose. And I press it into my skin. I put powder on my brush and I press it in my skin. And by the way, this is the Luxie Precision foundation brush, but I use it for powder. And my little secret for a super airbrushed under eye is the Dragun Beauty, what is this? Transformation Face Powder. It's so good. So I kind of mix the two. Hello. I kind of mix the two and I put a lot on. And I kind of go in an upside down triangle. Can you tell the difference here? This doesn't have any on, this does. And again, I press it into my skin. Let me back up. Can you see how this just looks so airbrushed and light? And like the light is hitting you in all the right places. Oh my goodness, this stuff is so good. So good. So even if you maybe get the wrong shade of concealer and it's too dark to highlight underneath your eyes, this is a really good powder too, to keep it nice and bright. And I also add just a little bit to my forehead and on my chin. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. This stuff, I seriously cannot live without it. I swear. It makes my makeup look so good. Especially in pictures too. It makes my skin just look even and face tuned. And for blush, I'm gonna use my favorite blush ever of all time. This is the Milani Luminoso blush. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I prefer this over a lot of higher end blushes because it's not matte. I've noticed that I don't really like how a matte blush really looks on me. I like something that has a more glowy finish to it, and this is the most beautiful blush. It has a gorgeous sheen. It looks like you're glowing from within, and it looks super natural. And this is just a contour brush that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. I just use it for my blush, honestly. I've never really used it for contour. So I like a lot of blush on the apples of my cheeks, as you can tell. It gives a really glowy, natural look. Okay, for my brows. Okay, for my eyes today, I'm gonna be going back to an OG palette. This is the Kylie Burgundy palette. It's super pretty. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of burgundy eyeshadows all over Instagram, and I felt a little inspired today. Add a little bit of concealer. Okay, and with my Morphe M441, I don't know what I want to do. I'm gonna take the shade Burgundy right here in the middle. And I'm going to tap this into my crease. So I just kind of alternate between back and forth motions and circular motions. And same thing on the other eye. So I think this shade actually looked really intimidating and very deep, but once I kept blending it out, it actually looks really pretty. I've never used this shade before. I would use all the other shades. I'm gonna take the shade Almond, I think it's Almond. This I think this is the shade Almond. I'm gonna tap off the excess and I'm gonna put this right above Burgundy. Okay, I love it. And for my lid, I'm gonna be trying something new today. This is the Colourpop and Halo Top collab, the ice cream collab, and this is in the shade Extra Sprinkles. It's a beautiful champagne color, and it has a little bit of gold, like a beautiful gold. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. So I've noticed that with the Super Shock shadows, they come out a lot better when using your finger. So I'm actually just going to use my finger to pack it on. And with the same brush, I'm going to mix Brick and Almond. I'm gonna tap once into Brick so it's not too dark, and just press and drag the outer corner. And once I kind of drag this out a little, I'm going to bring it up on top just a little. Okay. This is poppin'. I'm gonna take Beige, and I'm using a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. I also got this in my BoxyCharm. And with a Morphe E11, I'm going to take the shade Brick and put it right on my lash line. I'm gonna actually dip into Burgundy, just kind of once, and put it over. Next, I'm gonna line my eyes with the NYX eyeliner. And for my lashes, I'm going to use the TooFaced Better Than Sex mascara. And for my lashes, I'm going to be using the Flutter Lashes in the style Intoxicating. And for highlight, I'm going to be using one of my favorite highlights. This is the iluvsarahii and Dose of Colors highlight. This is in the shade Soulmate. And for my highlight, I'm going to be using the Morphe E61. This is my favorite brush for a highlight because it's so dense and it applies it so well. Yes! I'll also put some on my Cupid's bow. Alright, and for my lips, I'm going to be using the KKW Beauty Nude 1. Yes, Nude 1 lip liner. I'm going to use the new KKW Beauty Radiate lip gloss. These are so good, honestly. These are my new favorite glosses at the moment. They have such high shine and they feel so comfortable. They don't feel goopy or heavy. They feel so good on my lips. And this is super pretty because it's nude with very light gold reflex in it. It's so pretty. But I'm gonna use the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. I'm gonna go to work and I just did a full beat. I was not expecting this, honestly. I was going for a natural burgundy look. I look like I'm ready for prom, so go to work with a full beat. Oh my gosh, I did not mean for this to happen. Hair's curled, lashes on, gloss. Oh my gosh, what happened? So I'm just kind of going over my contour with the bronzer. Okay. I am feeling this look, okay. So to set my face, I'm gonna use the same spray that I use to prep my skin. This is again the L'Oreal Dewy Mist. It's a Shake and Glow Dew Mist. Okay. It makes your skin look super dewy and hydrated and like you're glowing from within without looking oily, if that makes sense. I have very oily skin, by the way, and I like how this just makes my skin look like skin. This is my favorite spray and it's drugstore. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my first tutorial ever. Did not mean for this to be a full-on glam, but I mean, I did what I had to do. I hope you guys found this helpful and enjoyed this look. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to like and subscribe down below for more videos, and I shall see y'all next time. Bye!